They kicked my front door in at 2:14 a.m. Clean entry, no hesitation. I counted 3. 1 went left, 2 came forward. Balaclavas, gloves, silence. Professionals, or so they thought. I played dead for 3 seconds, just enough for them to lower their guard. The nearest one leaned in to check my pulse. My right thumb broke his nose. My left knee crushed his throat before he could scream. He collapsed, choking on his own blood. The second lunged at me with a crowbar. Sloppy. Emotion in his movement. I sidestepped, grabbed his wrist, twisted, disarmed, and drove the bar into the base of his skull. The third was smart. He ran. I was smarter. The hall light switch was booby-trapped with a tripwire and a sharpened table leg. He flicked it on, died with a twitch. I stood barefoot in my hallway, blood soaking into the rug I'd hated since we got married. Then I saw it. One of them had dropped a phone. I unlocked it with the dead man's thumb. There it was. One text thread. One name. My wife. He should be sleeping. Make it look like a robbery. Make sure he suffers and begs for mercy. My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. I just texted back, "Job done. Bring the rest of the cash." I met Lila 15 years ago. She was all warmth and eyes. I was a soldier back then, remote, wired for war. She taught me softness. I gave her security. We built a life. I left the SAS, traded bullets for balance sheets, and became an accountant. It bored me. But she wanted stability, a family. I gave her both, or thought I did. 6 months ago, she grew distant. Late nights, forced smiles. Our shared silence felt rehearsed, like she was acting in a play only she knew the script to. I started watching. She didn't notice. No one ever does when you move like I do. Shadow work never leaves you. I tracked her calls. She'd bought a burner phone. I cloned it. Then I saw them. The photos. Hotel lobbies. Restaurant corners. His hand on her thigh. Hers on his neck. A middle-aged man with slick hair, expensive suits, and dead eyes. Tommy Carlyle, hedge fund vulture, one of my old clients. The texts came next. The plan, the payout, my death. They joked about my life insurance, about the cleanup crew, about what she'd wear to the funeral. I didn't cry. I took notes. I moved everything to cash, sold the stocks, cleared the accounts, moved quietly, bought burner phones of my own, hired a friend from the old days to forge a fake identity, just in case, installed hidden cameras in the house, one in the bedroom, one in the office, one in the vent above the door. And I waited. 3 months. I let them think I was still asleep, still the boring, dull man whose only thrill was balancing books. Then I triggered the final phase. I planted rumors, let Carlyle think I was getting suspicious, sent a fake invoice with his name on it to my firm's partners, let paranoia grow. That's when Lila panicked. The hit was her idea, but it was his money. She made the call. I'd left the bodies in the hallway when she arrived. She walked in, high heels clicking like a countdown. I sat in the living room, the phone in my hand. Her face froze when she saw the mess. Then her eyes met mine. She went pale. What happened?" I tossed her the phone. "You sent 3 lambs. They left in pieces," she stammered. "I don't understand." "Spare it," I said. "I read the texts. I saw the videos. I know everything." Tears welled up. It wasn't real. It was just talk. I stood. "You planned my death over wine and pillow talk. You wrote the blueprint. You laughed about it." Her voice broke. "Please." I stepped forward. "You could have left. You could have asked for a divorce. I would have walked away. But you chose murder. That means you pay like one." She tried to run. I didn't stop her. The front door opened. Carlyle stepped in. I let him take in the scene, the bodies, the blood. His face turned ghostly. Who the hell? I'm the accountant, I said, and your debts come due. I disabled Carlyle first, a pressure point under the jaw. He dropped like a sack. Lila screamed. I tied them both to chairs, back to back. Then I played the footage, their voices, plotting, laughing. I let it echo through the room. No one's coming to save you, I said. The men you hired are dead. The account you paid from is empty. And the message you sent? I've already forwarded it to the police, along with your hotel visits, wire transfers, and call logs. Carlyle wept. Lila went silent. I leaned down. You don't get a clean ending. You don't get to walk away. I left them there, called the police, anonymously. I'd left just enough evidence to make the scene look like a botched deal gone bloody. Carlyle's prints were on everything. Lila's texts were time-stamped. They'd be found, arrested, prosecuted. Justice by the book. Just not the law's book. Mine. Now I live under a new name. Somewhere warm, quiet. I run a small diving shop. Cash only. No more suits, no more ties. Just the hum of the tide and peace in my bones. Sometimes I think about her, about what we had, about how far she fell. But I feel nothing, because I didn't lose her, she lost me, and I never beg for mercy.